Greetings, and welcome to the original show with Chris and Liza. This is Chris.
No, this is Chris. That is Liza. We have to get used to this mirror image kind of video.
I love this. Hold on a second.
Uh,
All right. We're gonna start all over. Is that okay?
yeah, that's fine.
Welcome to the original show with Chris and Liza. This is Liza. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Lisa. I'm Chris. Welcome to the original. I'm a wife and mom of four and a healthcare executive, unschooling or homeschooling mom, and the co host of the original with Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Chris.
Uh,
It's one of those days, right?
It sure
Welcome.
is.
Yeah, welcome everyone. My name is Liza Bubari, your expert hypnotherapist, and I'm a daughter and someone who
Oh,
holds
you're
space.
frozen.
Really? I'm good. I see myself.
Good.
You're back.
My internet is a little shaky. So if I disappear or freeze on you, that's why. I am here and I'm trying to be here. Uh,
You are great. So, how was your week, Chris?
it's been quite an eventful week. It's interesting week full of new developments, a lot of new things kind of going on. Friends just that former coworkers and former associates that was with the company I worked for before, just cropping up and all these new projects coming up. So it's an exciting time. It's interesting. We're exploring different opportunities. So yeah,
Nice.
a lot going on. The have you did you hear the big thing that happened today? I don't know if I my Facebook, but
I have no idea. I've been busy with clients. I have no idea what's going on in the
um,
world.
yeah, I'm back. Okay. So the artist Banksy, there was a young man, a young artist. I don't even I have to look up the article. I don't know who the owner is, but he had a piece of Banksy art worth about 100 grand. And he decided he wanted to create make and I'm trying to see if I can explain this right, but he wanted to create an NFT or non-fungible token. So it is a way of creating value around digital art. And so to do that, he had to take the original physical painting and turn it somehow into this NFT or in this digital art. So he
Okay.
burned it and he filmed himself burning this $100,000 piece of art.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah, I mean, crazy, right? Crazy. So it's bringing up all kinds of, so it's been a very interesting kind of conversation that we've been having. And the reason I brought it up was because part of what we were planning to talk about today is the somatic experience, and
Right.
that from the Greek word somatikos, which is
You froze again.
I'm cutting out. We're entering this new world where we are now kind of flowing in this interesting way between the physical world and the electronic world. Uh, and COVID-19 2020 was the year that we all kind of took a step back from the physical. We weren't seeing each other, we weren't getting together, we weren't physically with each other, but we were virtually with each other. So it's just this
Correct.
kind of like strange kind of philosophical, question we're asking ourselves. Where do we really exist? Do we exist in the physical world when we kind of have this new, existence in the digital world as well? And I wanted to tie that into my hypnotherapy experience that I'm going to share with everyone that I had with Liza last week, where
Oh,
I had these blisters, not blisters, cysts underneath the skin of my hand.
what is like blister sit? Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like these like hard little like tiny balls right in the knuckle of my hand, both hands. And of course, because I'm a student of Louise Hay and the mind body experience, I looked it up immediately. And okay, something's going on with my hands and sis, it means I need to let go of something. So, of course, I bring it up with Liza. Liza, what is it?
Mm, I can't hear you. Okay.
Okay,
So, okay, she's back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. So
Yes.
we only know up to Louise Hay.
Okay, so Louise Hay. And so I'm talking to Liza. Liza takes my hand and we start talking about what are these old thoughts and criticisms of mine that I need to let go of, right? Get it out of my hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, Liza took my hand and just started touching it and touching the wrist. And suddenly, crack, crack, crack. Both of my wrists just went crack, crack, crack. And I felt this incredible feeling of relief. And I didn't even know that all of the things I was holding on to, criticisms, guilt over, just little things here and there, that I was kind of, it was really
It
starting to
was
affect my joints, right? So that was last week, and I had these little nodules. Well, it's this week, and none. I have no nodules in my hands. Completely clear, gone. I don't have that issue anymore. My hands don't hurt. So the somatic experience, right? And it is something that I really want us to kind of bring to people, especially anyone who maybe has not had the experience that I've had with hypnotherapy and the mind body experience. That sometimes when we have an ache or pain, we immediately reach for the Tylenol, we immediately reach for the medicine. And I have learned through the work I've done with hypnotherapy and with just the mind body experience and becoming more knowledgeable about those things, that maybe we don't reach for the medicine first. We maybe reach inside first, maybe have a discussion with, okay, what's going on with me? Where am I feeling it? And so some of the practices and somatic experiences to pay attention to your body. When Lisa and I sometimes, when back in the day when we would go to lunch and or meet up, and our stomachs would growl, I immediately noticed that Lisa stops and touches her stomach, looks down at her stomach, and says, "Thank you." She acknowledges her body. And it's something that I think, unless you're really trained to do it, you forget to do. You forget to acknowledge that these emotions get held in the body, right? In somatic experience, it's different from the fight and flight. In psychology, there's the fight and flight. But in somatic experience, there's also the third thing, which is to freeze, right? You can't fight your way out. You can't run away. So sometimes you just freeze. And so the idea is that when you have these heightened emotions or anxiety, whether it's good or bad, you're frozen, hold that energy in your body. And if you don't have a way of resolving it or letting it go or letting it reach its pinnacle and release, you're repeating this, and then that becomes a chronic pain, or you start to kind of relive that experience over and over again. It never resolves. So somatically recognizing where in the body you're feeling emotions, that's tough. I mean, it's new to me, just this year, 2020, right? So what do you suggest, Lisa, if someone like me, we're new to kind of our body sensation, our emotions have, and things kind of happen in the body. What do you suggest?
Well, as you may have noticed, no matter what, no matter where I am, what happens, a lot of people say, "Why do you sigh so much?" It is a sigh of not as a negative, but it is a sign of I pause a lot. I pause to think of what I'm going to say next. I pause and breathe deeply before I start anything. As you know, before we start our sessions, instead of getting nervous, I pause and take a nice deep breath, and then I start. So the somatic healing and everything, it is a connection. So many people call it Reiki or massage. It is in between. It is a place of safety and connecting to uh, recognizing that our body responds to what we think and what we feel at all times. So this little growl, other than being hungry, there is so much of when we go into that place of peace and inner peace, our tummy starts responding. And it's just like growl. And I have so many clients, they say, I don't know why it's making so much noises. Well, it's not making noises, but it's responding to how you feel safe and relaxed. And I don't know why my phone keeps, my computer keeps sending me messages about Facebook when everything is closed. Literally, everything is closed, but this computer still has
You
a
still
mind
get
of its
alerts. Yeah.
own. Ding, ding. And so that is what it is, a light touch. It is an intentional touch. It is an intentional connection to saying, I'm okay. The body is okay. Creating that place of safety and grounding. So, allow me to give you an example. Just the other day, I wanted to connect with my mom. So, instead of a verbal connection, as we were sitting after I got home at 8:30 at night, had something to eat, you know what I did? She's sitting there watching TV, and I just said, "Aw." I laid down and I placed my head on her lap.
Oh,
Oh. And the
nice.
first thing she did was start caressing my hair and my head to a point that she says, Oh, remember when you were a little girl and I used to do this? I said, That was so good. And she said, You always love to be like massaged and connected because that's one of my biggest things. Either I'm sitting in the car, I will take this leg, or when I'm watching something, I will take my shoes off and very gently massage the bottom of my feet. It is a
Mm.
mind body connection because the bottom of your feet is the replica of your entire body. So when you
Interesting.
gently massage from the big toe to the little toe to the bottom, and then very gently caress, your entire body relaxes.
Ooh.
And that created a beautiful rapport with mom, and I got a very gentle connection. And then within 2 minutes I got up and I said thank you. So, and it was a beautiful connection, and I felt good. So creating a safe space is by you choosing what is your safe space, what you like to be touched, because there's people who don't like to be touched at all, but they don't mind someone brushing their hair.
Mm, mhm.
What
Right.
is yours?
Um, I'm embarrassed to say, but, whenever find
Hmm.
myself sitting next to my husband, I automatically say, "Massage my butt." I don't know. And usually he will do because he's on his phone or something, so he can't massage my butt with his hands, so he'll massage my butt with his feet, which, I it's interesting. And I always like, "Okay, I'll take that because, it's better than nothing." But, hey, it's a connection and it's free and But I think that's beautiful to and I love doing that with my kids, when they're close by, I love caressing them and touching their hair and all that. So yeah, massage and touch, it's a great, like, unconditional connection, right?
Exactly. Which is great because the bottom of his feet, he massages with his feet. So he gets an incredible mind body connection of his own. His body gets massaged while you get massaged where you want to. In,
Yeah. Oh, the
in Thai massage, they walk on the body. And I remember growing up when my dad used to have aches and pains, and he would lay down, and my mom would walk on his back.
wow.
Yeah, and I've done that with when I was doing massage. It's gently walking. It's chiropractic in a natural way.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't even know that it's actually the ideal way. We both get a massage.
There you go. See, both of you enjoy it.
Right, right.
So,
No, that's great.
yeah. So somatic healing is a touch within a safe space and with a loving connection and energy.
Are you able to help? I mean, I know you're able to help me, but when you're acknowledging where an emotion kind of lands in your body, that's from our sessions, that's always been kind of the stumbling block for me. Sometimes I think I'm fine, I'm completely fine, and then later something will come up, a rash, or, like, like the nods in my nodules in my hand. Um, so when I guess, in feeling our emotions, you know, um, maybe we start with what feels good, right? When we're having a happy emotion, when we're content, or when we're feeling safe and there's no anxiety, what does that feel like? Maybe just thinking, what does that feel like in your body? Because then if you start doing that, then you can make a connection when you're tense. Like, today, this whole week has been kind of tense. There's a lot going on. And I've been having this headache at the top of my head, right? And so, of course, I reach for my Louise Hay, and I say, "Okay, what's the headache?" And the headache is about denial of self and, a restriction or criticism, self-criticism, and I realized that I have been going through this whole week kinda hammering out work, 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 and have been putting the creative side on hold. And and I've talked about it before, how I am naturally a creative person, but I've been denying that part of myself for a while,
But
and
you have
just
been
starting.
creating this week. I
Yeah.
love the boots in the oven. I love you being, I mean, you are,
Yes! I got 2,500 views on my first Instagram reel. I was, like, floored. I'm like, "What?" So,
what?
yeah, yeah, my first Instagram I got 2,500 views.
Okay, this is so not fair.
I just am, and you're right, it was just like these little dips into more creativity, and when I do that, then I feel relief in my head. So,
Hmm.
it's really interesting, when we can have the ability
You
to
know what
tie
is
them.
the relief you just got?
What? Say
Do
again?
you realize what the relief you just got? What exactly was the relief? Do you realize it right now?
Did I realize it? No? Wha
The moment you picked up the phone and you were sharing about the 25, you had this beautiful smile and giggle.
Yeah,
That itself is allowing those endorphins to come up.
it sure is, yeah,
Pure joy.
yeah,
Joy is what we all strive for. It's peace, joy, love. Because there is self love, self worth, self value,
right, right.
right? And we all strive for those.
Yeah, yeah. I know, and it's great because ha giving in and allowing myself to be more creative, giving myself permission to create, and not to be perfect at my creations. Because if anybody's looking at
What
my
is
Instagram reel,
perfect?
It's like I'm such a noob, I didn't even put music to it, but I did it, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's kinda cool." So now I've got my creative juices flowing, thinking, "Oh, what can we do? What could" and then bringing back to the Banksy, burning, creating these digital, NFTs, that's what I wanted to share with you, Lisa, because you are an incredibly creative person, and you have all this great visual art that you create so quickly that I'm gonna learn how to do NFTs and how to do contracts around NFTs, and we're gonna get your digital art, spread
Yay!
away. Yeah, so that, you as an original artist, me as an original artist, we can, enjoy the fruits of our labor. And I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a new crypto that'll happen, and maybe not. Maybe next month we'll be billionaires, who knows? But, whatever, we're gonna go for it.
Talk.
Yeah. That I don't know how to do yet, but maybe I'll learn. Maybe I'll surprise you and have a TikTok in my feed next time.
You know what would have been a TikTok? What just happened right before we went live. So, for those of you who did not see it, I come to put the light on, and then I bring another stand light. And as I come to plug it, it didn't reach. So this entire stand came on top of me, and I'll show you. I had a halo around my head.
Oh,
So the light, I am shining light, and most people don't know. And you know what? This is the beauty of it, because this can we can turn around, and I can turn around and say, this was my somatic connection. You know,
yeah.
it, anything you want, you can put a whole different spin on it and make it work for you. Things do not
Right.
happen to us, they happen for us. So, although I have a little bang over here because that entire thing fell on top of me and this came literally like this, now, you know what? It's like, oh my God, I can turn this on. I am on. I am connected. I have a halo. I forgot my own halo. It is a halo.
Yes,
May I share something?
absolutely.
You. The difference between the three loves, and I think I have shared it or Chris has heard it. Self love is how you enjoy yourself, how you uh, appreciate and accept and stand up for yourself, that you say, I matter. Self value is, I mean, self worth is when you expect others and how you wait others to appreciate you, to value you, to say good things about you,
Mhm,
or, how to pamper you.
mhm,
But self value comes when you share your gifts, your worth, your creativity, your funniness, or whatever it is that empowers and makes someone else's life a tad better. So, that in itself, if we only remember, it all comes with realizing nothing in life is perfect. Hey, I banged my head, but you know what? We went live on time. And this is what I wanted to share. I got the most beautiful card by one of my clients, Maggie. And it says, you've got a powerful voice. Listening to what you have to say always puts me in a hopeful place. You show me how change can happen when you face the world with pride, confidence, and a voice that can't be silenced. Keep speaking up. The world is listening. And
wow.
isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
Yes. Just when we think that we are not being heard, we are.
Amen. Absolutely. That's
So,
great.
Chris, 2,500, 3,000, 10,000. Next thing you know, you are being one of the celebrities and it's gone viral.
I don't
It,
know. We'll see.
it only takes one word, one creativity, one message, one touch to make that special effect on someone else's life.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep her, and we'll see what happens, yeah, and feel, I don't know, have the freedom and the joy, appreciate the creativity and the joy that comes along with it, not be ashamed of enjoying myself when I'm being creative, and yeah, I'm learning.
Why? Why? Why should be ashamed of being creative?
I don't know, sometimes I feel like I need to be perfect, and that's the hard lesson, is that sometimes you just have to go for it and see what happens, and not hang so much, criticism on yourself and your creations. So
Um,
I'm trying it out.
I bet you anything you were perfect. You cleaned those boots to perfection before you put it in the oven.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just followed the instructions. Uh, yeah.
So, may I ask you a question? Was
Yeah.
that just for fun, or was there a good reason for that?
No, that's what you do to form those boots to your feet, because they're brand new ski boots. And the ski boots, in order for them to be the safest possible, they have to really conform to the shape of your foot. And so the instructions on these fancy schmancy ski boots that my husband bought is to heat them up in the oven for like 5 minutes at 175. And when they're all warmed up, the plastic is very pliable. You immediately take them out and stick your feet in, and then keep the boots on for like 10 minutes. And then it forms, everything forms to your foot so that it's super comfortable and super safe. So that's what we did. That's what we're doing with the ski boots.
So he has to do that every time before he goes skiing?
No, no, just the first time with the fancy, with the brand new fancy ski boots. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, ladies, now you know because I know when you get a shoe for me, I was told that if it is tight or something like that, I put it in the refrigerator. I didn't know ski boots go in the oven.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there's enough plastic in the ski boot that if you put it in the oven, it will kind of make the plastic a little more pliable, which makes sense. And then makes sense if your shoes are leather or other type of material, putting in the refrigerator will also do the same thing. It will weaken the fibers a little bit so that it can conform better to your feet once you put them on. So it makes sense.
Okay. Again, the bottom of the feet.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we got to protect my butt massager feet with some really good ski boots. So,
Okay. So, other than your husband massaging you, how do you feel the connection when we are talking about that somatic healing, to alleviate stress, to alleviate anxiety, to alleviate, because it helps someone rebuild their sense of self-worth also. Did you know that? Because it embodies someone's connection with happening within themselves,
mhm, mhm.
and it
Okay, makes
teaches
sense.
you to listen to yourself.
Yeah, how do I do it? I'm just learning to acknowledge the signs my body is giving. You know, the fact that I am uh now really taking care of my body. Before I was, ignoring it, just crawling into bed or drinking a couple of glasses of wine, and that wasn't doing it. It was creating more inflammation. It was just creating more and more stress on my body. And then I found that once I kind of let go of the need to do that, the need to just be still, or just just do nothing and move my body. Get to, if a joint feels stiff, move the joint.
Right.
If something hurts, move it, touch it, massage it. I'm just learning how to do that, and it's turning out to be really great. Just even what you were doing of just flexing my wrists when I find myself feeling tense and at the computer, I'll just, take care of it. I'll flex it a little bit, you know. Those little bits of steps as to, like you said, sigh, breathe, and see, okay, where in my body am I feeling the stress? This morning there was a lot going on. I felt it in my head, so I was doing that. Right. And then do this thing that you taught me. Yep.
Which,
So yeah, just slowly learning how to make those connections.
yeah,
Remembering.
tapping on the clavicle is very good. Another one, yeah, on the clavicle, you see there's like a dip right around the clavicle,
Yeah.
above your heart, above your heart.
Here.
There, there's like a dip right here.
Yeah.
You tap there, and you just, as you are tapping, and then you calm, ease it, ease it, ease it, and then gently rub right around the clavicle outwards and release it. It's as if all the things you are shouldering, you can just
Oh, yeah.
and just let it go off your shoulder.
Oh, I feel even my jaw relax.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
It's such a simple thing to do, but it's such
It
a
is very simple. And do this with me. Mm, mm, I can hold my breath for a long time.
You can. I exhaled twice while you were still exhaling one time.
Yeah. So when you do that, and then with just a humming, and
Mm.
then release, release, 7 times, release, release. By that, you can easily drift into deep sleep.
Oh, yeah. I can feel my whole upper, from my shoulders to my head, just completely relax.
Exactly.
That's awesome. It's
So
great.
I hope all our viewers can do this practice in the comfort of your home, your space, where you feel safe. And it's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And next time you're feeling anxious or angry or some kind of big emotion, even a little emotion like an irritation is happening, take a second to kind of maybe feel around, look around your body. Where are you feeling that? Acknowledge it. You may not solve the problem right then and there, but at least you're acknowledging that you're feeling it on your body, and that's part of the somatic experience. Yes,
Exactly. Awareness.
awareness. Yep, it's the first step.
Awareness to anything in life is a first step. And as I say it, when we evoke it, it's like a light bulb going on to embrace it, to say it's okay, in order for us to move to that evolved part, which is where do I want to go?
Right, right, exactly.
Good.
Lovely.
Oh,
It's a
you
voyage of discovery. Learning is fun.
know,
Learning is
yes.
full of joy.
So I hope today's session was beneficial to you. We look forward to your comments anytime. Be in touch with us. We love cards. We love your emails. So I know we may not be at 2,500 yet, but we are
We're getting
going.
there. Yes, we're gonna get there soon.
Of course we are. In one form or another, we
Yeah.
will be there.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are a part of the clubhouse, join us Monday at 1 o'clock. Since this coming Monday, March 8th, is Women's International Day, and we will be doing something special on that day.
Very nice. And if anybody needs an invite to Clubhouse, just message me on either my email or my Instagram, and I'll try and get you an invitation.
Beautiful.
Until then, thank you, everyone. It's been fun. It's been great. And get some sunshine, get some moonshine, and or moonlight, not moonshine, moonlight, sunlight, and moonlight. Oopsie.
I love you, Chris.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Chris. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.